everyone. It's not easy going on last. It's 9 p.m. I know everyone is tired. Everyone is really excited to kind of like continue the exchanges and ask questions. So I will try to be as short as possible, but yet being interesting. You know. Yes, I think I'm the only like public representative tonight. Okay, so I'm very happy to be with you guys. Um, so I do a lot of stuff. But this is not my job. This is like extra stuff that I do. So I have a job. I work in insurance, so I'm interested in AI for my job, of course. But I also have a public life. So I'm deputy mayor of Rueil-Malmaison. It's a town in the suburbs of Paris, 80,000 inhabitants. So it's quite big for France. It's one of the top 50 cities. And so I work on all digital topics, AI topics, and I work on improving our efficiency as a public service and what we propose to the citizens, of course. And also I represent my like political party Horizon, which is in the right center. Former Prime Minister Philippe has nominated to be the spokesperson on any digital topics. So I'll be happy to discuss with you afterwards because I'm working on his program for 2027 as he will be a candidate for the French presidency. So that's why I'm here, and I do many things, and I will tell you about it just in a couple of minutes.
Well, thank you very much for having me. Thank you. We met actually at Maurice Lévy Escalator. Publicist together with Mohamed. So thanks for having us. I'm going to talk to you about MountAIn, which is a frugal AI infrastructure company.
And we'll have some videos.
Yeah, we will have some videos just to explain the problems we're trying to solve.
Excellent. Fatima, starting with you. I mean, you're, as you said, on the public side. I think it's quite interesting, and you've made some AI initiative as well with the citizens this weekend.
Yes.
But do you want to give a bit of an overview of, all the challenges that you need to tackle?
Sure. So let's say we, as a Rueil-Malmaison, we manage with the mayor, we manage an administration of like 2,000 people, so it's quite a lot. Not all of them have computer access, but it means we have a lot of data, we have a lot of archives as well. We have a lot of law topics because we issue executive orders all the time on anything. So we have actually data topics that we need to handle. So a lot of data are coming from HR, from urban topics, from the law topics, from public markets, because we need to be raising public orders when we contractualize with a company, because it's the law. So we have a lot of topics. We have also citizens. So 80,000 people who can connect. I mean, not 80,000, but let's say those who can vote. It's more 50,000, but they can connect with us all the time, and they want answers very quickly, and they contact us for absolutely anything. We're in the first, like, we need to understand that being a public service and at the local stage, we're the first point of contact for almost anything. You have a hole in the streets, I will call the mayor. I have a problem with my neighbor. I will call the mayor as well. So we have a lot of stuff going on. So a lot of emails, a lot of social media contacts, a lot of calls, entering calls, and we do not have extensive funds. And the government is asking us to reduce the budgets. So how can you optimize the service? So this is one of the first use case that we try to follow when it comes to public service. This is the context. I don't know if you want me to go through the details of what we've implemented.
Or the mobility part as well, or
yes.
all the
So for the mobility part, for instance, we are experimenting data on, because we are going to have we have infrastructure projects very big. We're going to have a tramway built. We're going to have a metro built, so we need to understand the traffic. So we're conducting right now an experiment with data captures, to monitor how much circulation we have, traffic we have in a specific zone so that we can manage the situation and also all the road works to avoid that we have so many disturbances for the people. And also we've had this big work we've done. I don't know how to say it in English, so I'm going to say it in French. Maybe someone knows. Geothermie. We finished the project, so it means it's like a pump, going into the soil, and you have hot water coming back, and then it kind of heats. So it's like a project for 100 years, and it's a sustainable project. And what my service did is that we built an application, for instance, to help the citizens, and we've had prices for this to kind of anticipate the roadworks, because it was very, very, we built I don't know how many kilometers of tunnels. So all the city was under roadworks. So imagine if you're not benefiting from it and you see the roadworks, it's really painful. So we finished it, and we did it because we have a lot of digital tools. And also what we've implemented, so we have copilots, so we have copilots. We're launching copilots I don't have any stocks in my consultant was saying that we've launched copilots recently because we want to experiment the use cases, because it's very expensive, by the way. It's not cheap.
Did you get that price?
So it's not cheap. So it's kind of an investment on our side to try to be more efficient. So we're testing it in a few directions to help, the people make up calls or manage phone calls, etc. We've also launched a chatbot. It's really like with LLM technology, because it's the most easier and most simple, and it's really cheap to use. Like we launched it for 8,000 euros, so it's good. So usually these kind of projects, they take a lot of time. We did it in a couple of months, and with 8,000 euros. So for your information, the budget of the city for just the functioning of the investments is 200 million euros. So it's really nothing. So it means there are possibilities for AI companies to kind of help us deliver more services for cheap, of course, because we don't have a lot of money. And also, last but not least, we're going to do this chatbot also for our people internally, based on the intranet. So we're working on it. And we've launched also a lot of workshops with the teams to kind of understand the use cases. We do not want AI for nothing. It's waste of our time, waste of our money. If there are not use cases that are interesting, we're not going to do it. So we have an AI strategy in the building, and I'm going to be very quick. I have a few notes. We're going to deploy cameras to detect any illegal dumpings, because some people, they just throw the trash anywhere. And when I say trash, it's a lot of stuff. They can throw big stuff or rocks or whatever. It's really complicated to kind of go pick it up. So we are going to launch this. We're going also, you said I do a lot of stuff with the mayor in regards to médiation numérique, so digital mediation. So my job is to make sure that when we do something that is digital, we're not excluding anyone from the society and from the citizens, because we have a lot of elderly person. They are not connected to the internet, or they do not have any facilities. So my job is to make sure that all the services we propose, they are inclusive. So we try to explain AI, because it causes, I don't know if I'm sure you know, but I did a workshop last week, a conference, just like this, 60, 70 people attended. It was full. We could not have any more people. And we wanted something very interactive, but when you go outside of people that are in the AI industry or companies, or you guys work, everything, I'm pretty sure. But the problem is that the citizens, they're a bit afraid of this. We show them the impact for the culture. How you can build a song in a minute. We show them how you can build a fake in a minute. We show them all of the things that you already know. And also you can do an essay in a couple of minutes. Yeah, of course, anything, you can do it. So the question was, how can we sustain critical thinking from our citizens? And you say, responsable. So this is very, very important for us. Because critical thinking, if we remove this, how are we going to keep, existing as a society? This was one of the main concerns we had. The second was, how are artists going to be able to sustain their activities? If you can build a song, what's going to happen for them? And what's going to happen for the culture overall? Who owns the songs that are built from AI? Who owns the movies that are going to be through? And then we've tried also to sensitize them, or like to kind of tell them that, for instance, when you put the AI, they screen everything. I tried to do it just I typed in ChatGPT, who is Fatima El Ouasdi? Like 5 years, they didn't know, because the database was not, they didn't source or web crawl anything, But now they actually web crawl everything through Facebook. And I did that also because I work in my company and I tried to find some data on some company we were interested in. And I was surprised they listed as a source your Facebook page. And people, they don't know that. And I think the AIs, they go through the baby photos, whatever is public on the internet. And even though you're not, I'm a public person, so I know what I'm putting on the internet. I'm pretty aware about these topics, and I try to delete all of the contents and I already did that. So I'm not panicking about any old thing coming up, but it's a real concern people had, like, what about my data? And I think your job as, people you're working in these topics, your job is to kind of explain more this to the population. Because we're going to have a great divide about knowledge on AI, and people are going to be really scared about it. It was scary, like when they showed us all the demo. Like, I fear the kids, they go to TikTok on AI content. Like, I don't know, a dog running with a piece of meat and then just running something built in 5 minutes, and the kids are going to be watching it. What about them? I feel this is something we're a bit lacking. Sorry, I was a bit long, but I wanted to share that. And just that last thing, So we're going to have a boat, a robot. We're going to have a robot as an e-body to kind of host people. So we're going to do this. Hopefully the mayor agrees. Fingers crossed. He doesn't know that. We're going to tell him next Monday I'm going to be presenting everything. Yeah, it's fine. It's just between us. And then, we're going to try also to have virtual people, answering calls when the office is closed, because some people may need information, but they don't have access to internet. They still need someone through the phone. So, as I said, not forget the people that are not tech friendly. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about all of this.
Very interesting. I think Frédéric is trying as well to address this in all it is. Yesterday you were at Point FMR trying as well just to share your knowledge on Gen AI and showcase all of the problems and all of the part of the solution as well. But it's not a never-ending story, but it needs indeed time. And everyone in the room who is interested in working with Yassine or anyone with Fatima is welcome. That's the next one.
Yeah, I'll give you my contact.
David, again, we will first showcase the first video that you wanted us to.
Yeah, maybe just to send the energy. Rueil-Malmaison, come on. I didn't know about that. I live nearby, so.
You're welcome to come anytime.
So just a quick word of context. I thought this video would be interesting because, as I said, we are a frugal AI infrastructure company. Basically, what we do is we understand and protect physical assets everywhere on Earth. Meaning, we understand what's happening, and we work with regions, we work with cities, and we work with enterprise, with critical infrastructures. So I thought maybe to illustrate, we can start with this video, which is a video of what happened in California a few weeks ago. You have to understand that what burned there was the size of Ile-de-France.
Not at all. I'm kind of looking at the clock right now. I would say about 30 minutes max. From actually near downtown Los Angeles, when we were actually on another story, and then my pilot Jeff looked up and he said, "Yeah, there's something popping off up by Lake Castaic." And right about the same time, our desk was calling us saying that we need to start moving up this direction. And, you know, and this is it's one of those things where I look at that and, you know, you can't expect any firefighting equipment to stop that. They need to get ahead of it. They need to, you know, do what they do to slow that fire. But when it's entrenched on a hillside and it's running up that hillside like that, there's very little that anybody could do to stop it.
So yeah, just this video shows you the size and the impact of what's happening. So what have we done? We've built some little cameras, digital watchmen, we could say, déléguée numérique. Okay, no alphabet. And we've put AI on the edge. So now it's a time that not all the AI is on the machine. We use a lot of cloud, of course, to train our models. But we have the ability now to put those models that are trained to look at what is a forest, what is a city, what is a town in a good shape, and what is it when there is some smoke, some garbage or litter happening, some issues based on a normal situation. And we train our models to do that. We embed those models in those little cameras, and the magic is, and the breakthrough is that we're able to do it without power, without fiber, without RJ45, without network, basically. And how do we do that? It's completely energy harvesting on the edge, and we communicate through satellite directly when there is a problem. So just to give you an idea, that's a breakthrough infrastructure. Maybe we can send a second video just to give an illustration, because in 2 minutes it's difficult to explain those new concepts. But it gives you an idea of how we can support cities, regions, and work with humans thanks to AI, edge AI, embedded next to critical infrastructures. So where we are right now, well, we got lucky because in Montpellier, we've been protecting cities for early fire detection in July last year, using that same technology. And I just want to expand a little because we are combining different universe from, let's say, what we just talked for 2 hours, and in Station F, and in Campalais, and in World AI in Cannes on Friday. It's generative AI, large language models, all of that. We use that to train our models. We do use it. But also there is another universe which is embedded. How do you embed AI on super tiny, low power consumption, ultra high resolution CPUs, if you prefer, chipsets? How do you manage to do that? It's very difficult. It's a special know-how. So I'm very fortunate that my co-founders have designed chips that are on satellite constellations right now over our heads, or are driving French and German cars, AI models. So hopefully it's not easy to find, but those are my co-founders. And thanks to that, we have been able to run what's happening on the 15 watt, let's say, Jetson Nano from NVIDIA. We can run it on 20 milliwatt devices. So it's a 1000x in terms of performance. So that's a breakthrough, and that's what we're calling a new infrastructure. So what do we cover currently? We cover Europe, the full Europe, including North Africa. I just checked the map before coming. And we cover North America, US, Canada. Okay? So that's our coverage. So our solution is ready. I mean, anyone in the room wants to use it for its city, its critical infrastructure. I mean, that's exactly what we do. And the conversation we have are overwhelming, I would say, because someone would tell us, we already have cameras, we even have smart cameras. Fine, great. We have a VLM and stuff like this. But honestly, there are things you can't do when there is no infrastructure. when you are in the middle of the desert, when you are on the top of the slopes, when you are under the canopy in Brazil looking for chocolate nuts to grow. There are things in real life you want to do, and there are things you don't want to do to happen. You don't want people to have collision in a mine to dig for precious silicon and stuff. So there are things you can do to help those real life blue collar people, everyday people, to live a better life. So in that sense, we are very frugal. We are AI, obviously, a lot. And cherry on the cake, we are GDPR, fully compatible, because there is no video feed that escapes the camera. The inference is done on the edge, instantaneously. So what we send is a metadata saying, oh, something's going wrong, and we send it to the teams of the firemen. So it's in 1 second they will know they have to lever de doute, raise if it's a real fire, for instance, or if it's something they can take off quickly. And when you think about the size of a problem, think about how many people have lost their lives, lose their houses. I was at a conference, people from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory who sent the Cassini satellites out of orbit and outside of Jupiter and stuff. 300 people in Pasadena, no more houses. So all the memory of those people who have built amazing technology from NASA and JPL, completely wiped out. And it goes on and on and on. So use case early fire detection is just one use case, and we welcome partners who want to work with us to build other use cases, and we can talk about it really. But it's today. You were mentioning Edge AI. Thank you very much. And actually, you were mentioning also that things go super quickly. Thank you. We are, I think, in Europe we are part of this trend, and it's what we do. It's French technology between Paris, Grenoble, and Nice. It's working already. So let's do it.